Brad Park is often remembered as one of the greatest defensemen to ever grace the ice. His career was a tapestry of thrilling moments, fierce rivalries, and undeniable talent. Let's dive into the highlights of his illustrious journey through the NHL. Before we dive into what exactly made Brad Park so controversial, be sure to like and subscribe for more content on NHL icons. Brad Park's career was a roller coaster ride filled with exhilarating highs and some deeply controversial lows. While he is often celebrated for his incredible talent on the ice, his journey also includes moments that spark debate and scrutiny, particularly surrounding an incident that forever changed his reputation. When Park joined the New York Rangers in 1968, he quickly established himself as a formidable defenseman. His skill set was impressive. He combined offensive flair with solid defensive play, earning comparisons to the legendary Bobby Orr. Fans adored him, and his contributions helped revitalize a struggling franchise. However, as his career progressed, the pressures of fame and expectations began to take their toll. The turning point came during the 1970s, a decade marked by intense competition and fierce rivalries. Park was known for his grit and determination, but it was during this time that he became embroiled in one of the most controversial incidents of his career. In 1975, during a game against the Philadelphia Flyers, Park was involved in a violent altercation that escalated beyond the usual on-ice skirmishes. What started as a typical hockey fight turned into something much more serious when Park struck an opponent with a stick. The incident shocked fans and players alike, raising questions about sportsmanship and player conduct. This altercation led to significant backlash against Park. Critics argued that he had crossed a line, tarnishing the integrity of the game. Some fans felt betrayed by a player they had once idolized. The media frenzy surrounding the incident painted him as a villain rather than the hero he had been seen as before. This marked a significant shift in how he was perceived within the hockey community. Despite this controversy, Park continued to play at an elite level. He was traded to the Boston Bruins in 1975, where he faced new challenges and opportunities. Initially met with skepticism from Bruins fans due to his Rangers past, Park worked hard to win them over. He became an integral part of the team and helped lead them to success in the late 1970s. Yet whispers of his past actions lingered in the background. The incident in Philadelphia wasn't just a one-off event. It reflected a broader issue within hockey at the time: violence on the ice. Many players were grappling with how far they could push boundaries without facing severe repercussions. Park's situation highlighted this dilemma and sparked discussions about player safety and accountability. His actions became emblematic of a larger conversation about how to maintain sportsmanship while playing such a physically demanding game. As Park navigated through these controversies, he also found himself entangled in legal issues off the ice. In the late 1990s, he joined other former players in a class-action lawsuit against Alan Eagleson, alleging embezzlement from the NHL Players Association funds. This legal battle further complicated his legacy as it revealed deeper issues within the league regarding player representation and financial transparency. While this lawsuit aimed to address systemic problems within hockey, it also served as a reminder that even beloved figures like Park could be caught up in controversies that extended beyond their playing days. In 1988, Park was inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame, an honor that recognized his contributions to the sport despite his tumultuous career. However, even this achievement did not erase the memories of his controversial moments on and off the ice. Fans were left to reconcile their admiration for his skill with their disappointment over his actions. Years later, discussions about Brad Park often circle back to these controversies. Many still remember him as one of the best defensemen of his era, but cannot ignore the incidents that marred his reputation. The complexities of his legacy serve as a cautionary tale about how quickly public perception can shift based on actions taken in moments of passion or anger. Today, Brad Park remains an iconic figure in hockey history, a player whose talent was undeniable, but whose career was not without its share of shadows. His story illustrates the fine line athletes walk between being celebrated heroes and facing harsh criticism for their actions. But to put this into context, we must cover the whole cover of Brad Park. From the moment he donned a New York Rangers jersey in 1968, Park made an immediate impact. His debut season was nothing short of spectacular. At just 20 years old, he showcased a blend of skill and tenacity that had fans buzzing. He quickly became known for his offensive prowess and defensive acumen, making him a dual threat on the ice. It wasn't long before he was named to the NHL First All-Star Team, an accolade that would become a hallmark of his career. As the years rolled on, Park continued to elevate his game. The 1973-74 season marked a peak in his performance. With 25 goals and 57 assists, he not only led the Rangers, but also ranked among the league's elite defensemen. His ability to contribute offensively while shutting down opposing players set a new standard for defensemen across the league. Fans were treated to a show every time he took the ice. Transitioning to Boston in 1975 brought new challenges and opportunities. Joining the Bruins meant stepping into a storied franchise with rich history and high expectations. Park embraced this challenge wholeheartedly. He quickly became a fan favorite in Beantown, earning respect not just for his play, but for his leadership on and off the ice. He was part of a team that featured legends like Phil Esposito and Bobby Orr, yet Park carved out his own legacy amidst these giants. Playing alongside Bobby Orr was both an honor and a challenge for Park. While Orr often overshadowed him, their styles complemented each other beautifully. Park's defensive reliability allowed Orr to take risks offensively, creating a dynamic that thrilled fans and frustrated opponents. Together, they transformed how defensemen played in the NHL, emphasizing speed and skill over traditional physicality. Despite individual accolades pouring in, 7 All-Star selections and multiple Norris Trophy nominations, Park faced one glaring absence: a Stanley Cup championship. This elusive trophy haunted him throughout his career. Each playoff run brought hope, but often ended in heartbreak. Yet Park's resilience shone through. He never let these disappointments define him or diminish his love for the game. The late 1970s saw Park continue to excel with the Bruins. He consistently ranked among the top defensemen in points, showcasing not just his defensive skills, but also his ability to contribute significantly to the offense. His vision on the ice was unparalleled. He could read plays before they unfolded, making him an invaluable asset to any team he played for. In 1980, Park made a move to Detroit, where he continued to display his exceptional skills even as age began to creep in. The Red Wings were struggling at that time, but Park's presence helped stabilize the team. He became a mentor for younger players while still contributing on the score sheet himself. His final seasons were marked by determination as he aimed to leave the game on his terms. Retirement came in 1985 after a storied 17-year career filled with highs and lows. By then, Park had established himself as one of the all-time greats among NHL defensemen, holding records for assists and points that would stand for years. His legacy was cemented when he was inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame in 1988, an honor that recognized not just his skill, but also his impact on the game. Reflecting on his career reveals a player who embodied what it meant to be a professional athlete: dedication, perseverance, and an unwavering passion for hockey. Even without a Stanley Cup ring, Brad Park's contributions to the sport are undeniable. He remains an inspiration for aspiring players everywhere. In recent years, Park has been celebrated not just for his playing days, but also for his role in shaping modern hockey strategies. Many current defensemen cite him as an influence in their own careers, showcasing how far-reaching his impact truly is. As we look back at Brad Park's life and career, it's clear that he is more than just statistics or accolades. He represents an era of hockey that prioritized skill and intelligence over brute force. His story is one of triumph against adversity, a true testament to what it means to be great in sports. So next time you watch a game and see defensemen rushing up ice or making plays from their own zone, remember Brad Park, the player who helped redefine what it meant to be an offensive defenseman in hockey history. His legacy continues to inspire generations of players who strive to follow in his skates while leaving their own mark on this beautiful game we all love so much. Be sure to like and subscribe for more content on NHL icons, and click on this video for more.